Hello, welcome to Review TV. Today, I will share 5 personal Red Tea Detox review and 60% discount code. Let's start. First, Red Tea Detox review from Wendy McClintock, Portland, Oregon.
Hey everyone, this is my personal Red Tea Detox review. I couldn't wait to tell everyone about my experience with the Red Tea Detox from Liz Swan Miller. This stuff really works. I'm down 11 pounds, and I've only been drinking this amazing tea for 14 days. Since having twins last year, I've really struggled to get back to my pre-baby body, and to be honest, it's been a real drag. I've felt sluggish, depressed, completely unsexy, and my relationship with my husband has suffered. When you're stuck at home with 2 newborns, it's pretty hard to find time for healthy eating, let alone any form of exercise, and I'd pretty much resigned myself to being a size 16 for the rest of my life. When my sister sent me the link to the Red Tea Detox from Liz Swan Miller, I gotta say, I was a little skeptical. My junk mail is always being flooded with so-called miracle diets and scammy products that demand a heap of money up front. However, when I was told the story about Liz Swan Miller and her amazing journey being a mom, I gotta say, I felt like I related. Not only that, the background story of the secret African tea recipe really piqued my interest, and I was desperate to know more. Well, I can say I'm so glad I signed up. Not only is the story fascinating, but the tea really works. Firstly, it tastes incredible, and I felt full of energy immediately. Not that caffeinated, artificial energy that coffee gives you and you crash an hour later. This had me completely full of beans all day. And this is with no sugar, no artificial nasties. And then secondly, the weight really does come off. Within a few days I felt lighter around the hips and waist, and by the end of the first week, I managed to squeeze into a size 12 jeans that I hadn't worn in ages. A week later and I'm down to size 10, and couldn't be happier. I actually wore a little black dress on the weekend that my husband hadn't seen me in for years, and needless to say, he couldn't keep his hands off me. I've felt the youngest I've felt for years, and I couldn't be happier with the results. The best part is, I know exactly what I'm putting into my body, because the recipe is all easy to find organic ingredients. I was able to start right away, and I can continue or discontinue whenever I want. No hidden subscriptions, no waiting for the mail. Thank you for listening my Red Tea Detox review. Wendy McClintock, Portland.
Thank you, Wendy. Don't forget, I will share 60% discount code to end of the video. You can get the Red Tea Detox just $17. Now, second Red Tea Detox review from Shelley Cooper, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Hey guys, this is my personal Red Tea Detox review. My name's Shelley, I'm 29 years old and gotta tell you all about my experience with the Red Tea Detox. Kinda sad to admit it, but I hadn't been in a relationship for a number of years and had slowly let the weight creep up on me. I used to make excuses about not going on dietesh or wanting to stay at home, saying I was too busy, blaming fatigue and other excuses. But the truth was, I was overweight, and I didn't want to confront it. When this cute guy Steve started at my work and I started crushing on him majorly, I decided I had to take action. Looking everywhere I could for a solution, I stumbled across the Red Tea Detox, and figured, what the hell? I started right away, and the first thing I noticed how easy it was to make the tea. The recipes made complete sense from the beginning, and I was able to buy everything I needed for it at the local supermarket. Also, it tasted delicious. I'm used to drinking tea with a little bit of sugar, but this needed no sweeteners at all. The other great thing is that you don't have to make any major lifestyle changes. Keep your diet, keep your schedule, just add the tea. How easy is that? The best part though? It actually works. I mean, like, seriously. The first 2 weeks went so quickly, I had to do a double take when I stepped on the scales and saw that I had lost 12 pounds. 12 pounds in 2 weeks. I was so happy and so motivated after that to keep going, that I joined the local gym. 3 months later, and I've completely changed my life around. I've lost 40 pounds, I'm getting fit and in the best shape I've ever been. And the icing on the cake? My crush Steve asked me out about 6 weeks ago, and we've been inseparable ever since. If you have any doubts, I urge you to try. Thank you for listening my Red Tea Detox review. Shelley Cooper, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Thank you, Shelley. Don't forget, you can click the link in the description for $20 discount. Now, third Red Tea Detox review from Diane Miller, Houston, Texas.
Howdy folks, this is my personal Red Tea Detox review. First of all, I know it is not easy at all to stay in shape once you reach a certain age. As a working mom with 3 kids and a busy husband, it's hard enough to make sure dinner is on the table every night, let alone to find the time to work out and keep in shape. Over the years, the weight just creeps up on you, and to be truthful, I hadn't really noticed, and had been living in blissful ignorance of my slow weight gain. That all changed when a cousin gave us a family photo from Christmas last year and I didn't recognize myself sitting there in the photo. Who was that huge woman sitting there with my family? As sad as it was the wake-up call I needed. I decided right then I had to make a change and started doing some research on the easiest and most effective ways to lose my weight. When I stumbled upon Liz Swan Miller's Red Tea Detox, it seemed to be exactly what I wanted: easy to make, easy to drink, and no expensive gym memberships or major change in diet. It all seemed too good to be true. Maybe it was. I must admit, I was pretty skeptical. There seems to be a whole bunch of scammy products out there on the market. But there was something about this that made me look twice. And I'm so glad I did. The weight started coming off immediately, and it tasted amazing too. Since starting 2 months ago, I've never looked back. I'm back to a size 10 for the first time in years, and I have so much energy that I've actually created some time in my schedule to get a 30-minute walk in every day. It feels incredible. Thank you so much, Liz and her wonderful team that have been so helpful to me throughout the whole process as well. I couldn't be happier with the results. Thank you for listening my Red Tea Detox review. Diane Miller, Houston, Texas.
Thank you, Diane. Our discount link is still available. You can get Red Tea Detox just $17. Just click the link description below. Now, 4th Red Tea Detox review from Pamela Young, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Hey, I'm Pam. This is my personal Red Tea Detox review. So for starters, I need to admit that I had tried a few so-called weight loss tea types before stumbling across the Red Tea Detox and had lost a little hope in their effectiveness. Sure, you lose a little bit of weight at the beginning, but my experience was that a lot of it is water weight, and on top of that, the tea usually tastes quite gross. So it was with pleasant surprise to learn that the Red Tea Detox was completely different. You see, from what I've learned, it is all based on a traditional African recipe dating back centuries. Instead of just flushing out water, or whatever else detoxes often do, this tea actually attacks fat cells that have built up over a lifetime and burns through them, the same way exercise does. Sound too good to be true? Well, that's what I initially thought. But having studied a lot in cultural studies about Africa in my college days, there was something that rang true to me regarding the history of the Red Tea Detox, and I was not disappointed. Firstly, the ingredients are not what you think, but at the same time, easily accessible. I only needed to buy one ingredient from the supermarket, the rest I had already at home. Secondly, it has a wonderfully fruity taste that is easy on the palate and super easy to drink, hot or cold. But thirdly, the results. Awesome results. You see, I wasn't hugely overweight at all, but despite working out regularly and having a pretty healthy diet, I could never rid myself of those final few pounds. I always carried a little too much around the waist and thighs, and I thought they were destined to stay there. But within days I started to feel a bit lighter in these areas, and within a couple of weeks, I could see a noticeable difference. My legs felt thinner and more taut, and my hips and waist started burning away those final few pounds. Fast forward another month and I've got the crazy hot body that I've always wanted, but never been able to attain. Feel more confident about myself and life than I've ever been. I couldn't be happier with this product and recommend it to everyone. Thank you for listening my Red Tea Detox review. Pamela Young, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Now the last Red Tea Detox review from Alistair Buckley, Birmingham, England.
Hi everyone, this is my personal Red Tea Detox review. My name is Alistair and I'm proud to tell you of my little journey with the Red Tea Detox. I travel a lot for work, and when you're spending a whole bunch of time in transit and airports, etc., it's pretty easy to fall in the trap of just eating junk food all the time. When your schedule is all over the place, the last thing you can seem to try and manage is a workout regime on top of that. However, as time has gone by, the pounds have added up, and I was certainly starting to feel the pinch around the waistline. When my girlfriend sent me the Red Tea Detox, I must admit, I was a little bit upset. "You think I'm fat?" was my immediate reaction. But deep down, I knew that I was, and was trying to pretend it was not a problem. I also knew that she was trying to help me the best way she could, and she really felt that this was the easiest thing I could add to my busy lifestyle without any major changes. Boy, was she right. You see, when I made my first brew, I kept it cool in the fridge overnight and took it with me on a trip the next day. The first thing I noticed was how great it tasted, and sipped on it periodically throughout the following day. Before long, I was hooked on the stuff. And with the simplicity of the ingredients which are available everywhere, it meant I could make a new batch easily the following day, wherever I was in the country. In no time, I was making a new brew of the Red Tea Detox and taking it wherever I went. I couldn't get enough, but the taste was not the most important part, it was the results. Within days I started to feel lighter and healthier. My belt buckle began to ease up, and slowly but surely the weight started to drip off me. I remember after being away a week, walking into the living room and my girlfriend screaming with enthusiasm at how skinny I was. And this was all with no change to my diet at all, just the addition of Liz Swan Miller's red tea. It's been 3 months of this now, and I'm down nearly 22 kilos, and I can barely believe it. I'm the healthiest and happiest I've been in years. My relationship has improved tenfold, and can't believe I'd been living my life without this all those years. Thanks, Liz. Thank you for listening my Red Tea Detox review. Alistair Buckley, Birmingham, England.
Yes, we listened 5 personal Red Tea Detox review. Click the link in the description below to get the Red Tea Detox program at discounted price, while it's still available. Now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the Red Tea Detox program? Or do you think this diet would be right for you? Let me know by leaving a comment below. And please subscribe us. See you soon.